Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle.
Well, it's safe to say, Peter, we're in the presence of defensive royalty here.
And so what is it that makes Paolo Maldini so regal?
Well, I think the fact that he almost never had to make a tackle says it all. He just doesn't need to. With him, it's all about anticipation, positioning, and reading the game superbly. There's very few who were able to do that at the highest level like him.
And this is Romario. Now it's Ronaldinho. Neymar.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Batistuta. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Veron. Out to the right. And it's Neymar. He has found the way through. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Pull it to Messi. And it's Veron. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Now that looks a decent ball. Veron is in a really good position out wide. And it's hoisted clear. Olise. Batistuta. And here's the chance to counter. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Schmeichel with the clearance. Olise. He is through here. He's a sharp little ball here. Batistuta! Now, who's going to be first to this? That's the throw. Veron. And it's Hullet. That's a little off target. No goals as yet. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Batistuta. Xavi Alonso. And here's Olise. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
Manchester United clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is. And it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. And here's Romario. And Romario! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Cleared without hesitation. And now a sudden chance to counter. Veron. Romario. Romario! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him. Aims beyond the defence. Chance, surely! That's another chance! It's in! The breakthrough strike! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Baron.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Tries to play it through. Oh, that pass isn't the best.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Cruyff! Denied by an instinctive save.
Cruyff actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Chance for a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Added time.
Ronaldinho. Not the most accurate pass. And that's been won straight back. Big header! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And it's half-time here. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And we're off again. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Cruyff. And they win it back again. That has ended up in no man's land.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Threads one in.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
That is lovely. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. No, it's come to nothing, and they can counter here. Pass is just off target. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Tries to pass it through. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Great vision. Bale looking to get on the end of this. Maldini picks it up from the goal kick. Pele can so cleverly bypass the press.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. Now, he's got space here. Well read, nice interception. And it's Cruyff.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And Cruyff! Vieira. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Cafu. And it's Vieira. Rummenigge. Looking for the run. It's a goal kick. A poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. Deftly away. And no, that was never going to make it. And that's really well manoeuvred. Rummenigge. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Bale puts them all in.
Manchester United really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Deep cross.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Passes short and sharp. Bale. Cafu. He won't be happy with that one. Royce providing an outlet on that flank. Chance! No, couldn't quite control it.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Substitution for Manchester United.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Two fresh faces and both in the front line.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what system they'll be playing with now, Peter.
Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. Pass somewhat off target. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And this is Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez! We thought it was over. It's all square once more. And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
All square again into the... Oh, he's been caught on it here! Chance! Oh, it's in! And that has raised the roof! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Has been indicated.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do. Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Oh, that's fabulous. Tries a shot! And he's taking no chances there. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Mbappe taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Thrilling, nail-biting, perhaps frustrating until the very end, but we do have a winner.
Well, this looked like it had a...
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
In his
chance for a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Forlan clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Not the most accurate pass. Threads one in. It's a promising position. It's a good-looking delivery. And he's cut it out. Cruyff gets flagged offside. Roberto Carlos calmly anticipates.
OK, I'm probably going to be accused of full-back bias again, Peter, but Giuliano Belletti is someone I see as having a key role.
Your type of player?
Yeah, he's very competent defensively, first and foremost.
Tries a shot! What a wonderful goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. He's had a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And it's Neymar. Cafu is looking to influence the game from out wide. Cruyff. And here's Forlan. Oh, it's come loose. Pele. And now the breakaway. And he's forced to go back. That's an imaginative pass. That is ended up in no man's land. Khan is there to clear. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Kalulu deals with that comfortably. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Manchester United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted. Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Knocks it into space. And this is Forlan. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And a chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Olise is offering a wry smile there.
It's their second corner of the game. Well, there's the clearance. Big chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And now a sudden chance to counter. A probing pass. Can he get it through? Well, that pass isn't the best. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And it's been played through. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And smartly reclaimed. That's a nicely shaped ball. And that has been cleared. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Shifted upfield. No, it's come to nothing. And he thumps it clear. And that's been won straight back. Olise is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Olise. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. So, third corner of the game. That's a decent clearance. Decent chance! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Distributed tidily. Cross to the back post.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Crossed in once more. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Pull it. Plays a sharp little ball here.
Added time.
Pele plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And the whistle goes for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Just a quick reminder today. Please.
How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum. And they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And that's the start of another 45 minutes. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Oh, well played, well played. Pull it. Some resolute defending there. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Pele, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. It's a pretty loose pass.
Oh, really well played.
Played out to the right. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And it's Hullet. Pass somewhat off target. Neymar. And it's Xabi Alonso. Now it's Forlan. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Now it's Forlan. It's Forlan! It's bounced back off the post. Roberto Carlos gets over and intercepts. Long ball by the goalkeeper. That's been cut out, well played. And this is Pele, showing good feet. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
And he's picked it up out wide, played in with purpose. Kalulu gets it away.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to...
Cruyff! Oh, that is very close.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating. How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
It's a searching pass. Now it's Pele. Forlan showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Cafu receives it in a wide position. Danger averted for now. And they're back on the ball again. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Good ball over the top. And he's managed... He's having a shot! Fantastic from Elise! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
That was magnificent. The way he cut it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
Things starting to look very comfortable. It's Neymar! In for the pieces! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Elise clearly furious with himself there. They looked for all the world like they were going to go 3-up.
And he's there to retrieve it. And this is Pele! Oh, he's bustling through here! And that was very necessary. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he?
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Can he finish? Oh, the ball's run... Oh, he's been caught napping. This time, surely! It's fallen kindly here. And that would have been game, set and match. Messi. Looking for the run. Goes for a shot! It's there! Back to within one! Interesting! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Number 17, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Substitution.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. Manchester United get themselves back into contention.
Well, they'll just be praying that...
Rice! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And this is Bebeto. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. I think we're just about done here. Pullet constantly looking for the ball into the box. Pullet. Raul. And this is Bebeto. And Bebeto! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Bebeto has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
And he's had it nicked away. Looking for options for movement. Olise receives it in a good position here. And he's quick to get it clear again. 4 added minutes on the board. Now it's Raul. Tries to pass it through. Good take, and is he in? He's onside, and he's in on goal. Mbappe! Straight at the keeper. And we're done. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win, and it came down to one decisive moment.
And we come to you now with a quick request.
Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, the early goal certainly helped settle everything down, and from there you felt this was always going to go one way. So this turns out to be a very fine day at the office.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And as you can see, we've already started here.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements, overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
Now, what about a counter-attack? Now it's Neymar. Pass is just off target.
Here's a guy that qualifies as one of the best defensive midfielders to ever play the game.
Patrick Vieira, the pillar of strength.
Yeah, aggression, hard tackling, they're the foundations of his game. But he can turn defence into attack very quickly and show his terrific athleticism and real power.
And it's Hullet. Mbappe! And he's Mbappe! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. Vieira gets it away. Maldini. First quarter of an hour gone. Now it's Mbappe. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
He's in a great position here. Hullet dominates aerially so often. And here's Hullet. Messi, he's got away. Kalulu did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Neymar is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Oh, well played. Well, can he finish? Oh, it's fallen kindly here. There it is! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
The goal scorer after 26 minutes is Kylian Mbappe.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Rummenigge. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Rummenigge showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. No, that's been intercepted. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have...
Takes a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Looking for the run. Messi is flagged offside. Deftly away. Oh, that's a key interception. Cruyff, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Belletti, and he's managed to get free. Tries to play it through. Nice interception, well timed.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Look at the... It's Neymar! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Kalulu cuts out the pass. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Now it's Neymar. And he was quick to react. Pull it. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Leading 1-0 at the break.
Substitution for Manchester United. Messi coming on to replace
So
him
off we go once more.
Number 18.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. And the return pass. Can he get on the end of this? Gullit gets into a good position. There's the header! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Mbappe! Ronaldinho. Veron. Knocks it into space. And this is Neymar. No way through, so back it comes. Ronaldinho. Oh, super find. He has found the way through. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Manchester United are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed it.
Can he finish? Oh, wonderful! What a goal! A finish right from the top draw. Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. He gave it plenty and some, thrashed it in.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Cruyff. And this is Gullit. Oh, it's a loose touch and the ball is anyone's. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Great vision. And no, that was never going to make it. Well read, nice interception. Played out towards the right wing. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to...
Great chance! Relentless! Just relentless! And he is just ripping it up!
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
No way through there. And it's Veron. Raul. Oh, that's been cut out, well played.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Can he latch on to this? And this is Neymar. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Oh, that's fabulous. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Kalulu kept his eye on it, and he's there. And the pass is intercepted. Roberto Carlos. Belletti. Now it's Hullet. Threads one in. He's having a go! Cross flung in towards the middle. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Oh, easy pickings there. Hullet. Veron. Vieira. Chance here to counter. Hullet powering forward here. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. He gets big! Just needed better contact. Vieira is there and he can pick it up. Maldini. Vieira. Now it's Hullet. Raul. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that was vital.
Has been indicated.
Veron. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Tries to pass it through. Nicely weighted ball. And he shoots! Oh, how good is he? Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy. Results no longer in doubt. It's just a... Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome. Mbappe just could not help himself, could he? 3 goals to his name. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.